A look over above Tecumseh, Ontario as we get set for the Home Run Derby as part of this year's Baseball Canada Men's National Championships. Welcome everyone to Tecumseh, Ontario for tonight's coverage as we look to see who can hit the long ball the best here in the town of Tecumseh. Burlacross Park, the site, the fans in full swing for tonight's festivities. Happy with us. Justin Prince alongside Ted Beal as we get set for the Derby. And Ted, a lot to be excited about. The youngsters are extremely excited out in the outfield.
Yeah, what an opportunity for the young kids to get out there and get on the green grass, shag some flies, as you say. Hopefully not too many stay in the park here. Obviously, we want to put on a show for the fans, but notice that there is a higher ratio of left-handed hitters in this competition, which would be quite an advantage here at Lacoste Park. A little shorter porch in right field. They actually have an extended fence that takes it a little higher, but it is a little bit shorter dimensions in right versus left field. So when you're pulling to the power side, we'll see how the hitters take advantage of it with the left-handed stick.
320 is the foul pole in right field compared to 330 in left field. 400 dead center, give or take, for this ballpark. Now, what are the rules for this competition? Well, 2 minutes is the total time each batter gets to hit as many home runs as they can. No timeouts allowed. You do not have to wait until the ball lands per the rule set. There are also 10 hitters, one for each team being represented. We'll touch on those players as they come up. The top 4 from the opening round move to round 2. If there's a tie, though, for 4th, all participants tied also go to the next round. The 4, if not more, tied hitters then compete in round 2. Top 2 advance, and or whoever ties to be able to move on to the final. And then it's 2 more minutes in the finals. The most home runs is the champion. 1 minute swing off is available if there is a tie in the final. Now, there are 2 different crowns being rewarded here. The Home Run Derby champion, which is the individual champion, and the Home Run Derby championship team. Each of the provinces will be pitted against each other. For every home run hit during the competition counts for the respective side of the province or the country. Now the rules being explained to the PA system across the stadium, but it's quite simple. You have 2 minutes to hit the long ball.
Yeah, and it will be a bit of a conditioning feat, as you see at the professional level when they do this in the MLB. They're allowed those stoppages and breaks, but to hit for 2 minutes straight, they'll probably be taking some pauses on their own to kind of get through that and kind of see if they can save some energy as they get into the latter stages of that 2 minute period. But at the same time, I'm sure they'll be eager to kind of get after it. You'll probably see the most pop early in the round, and then things kind of taper off. But it will be interesting. It will be interesting to see how the pitching. We have to have a pitcher that lays it into a certain spot for them. Well, you're only going to be as good as what you can work with when it comes to the ball over the plate. And a little bit of pressure on the pitchers, but at the same time, lots of fun from both the spectator standpoint and obviously the participant standpoint.
And so the last of the discussions being relayed across the PA system for tonight. Just waiting for the final preparations. Anybody who stood out to you the most in the preparations for tonight?
There was one individual who was the defending Home Run Derby champion from 2023 when they were in Red Deer last year, Mr. Griffin Keller. He is a 3-school participant down south in the States, and his last year at Georgia Gwinnett in the NAIA in 2021, he had 18 home runs and 89 RBIs with a national championship team. And so he wasn't a bit player down there in Georgia. He was a main player, and certainly coming off with the experience from last year, he is another one of those left-handed sticks. 6'1", 180 pounds, only 22 years old, So he's going to have some energy on some of these older participants. So he obviously is someone to take a look at. And after that, it could be a situation where the Quebec entry, you've got a former professional player there, got as high as single A in Moisey Perez. So we'll be interested to see how this works out.
Let's take a look at how things look for the day schedule. This is the final day schedule, by the way. 9 o'clock all the way through 7 o'clock, where we'll be battling out for the semifinals at 9 and 12 p.m. The bronze medal game then takes place at 4 p.m. on the 25th. That will be the ones who do not advance from the semifinal, try and get third best. The best gold medal is determined at 7 o'clock. Be sure to tune in to all the coverage. WeDigital.ca will have all of it for you from Tecumseh, Ontario. And so, already the ground rules have been, so to speak, set over the PA system. Just waiting for the last of the preparations here before we get going for this matchup of hitting prowess. Any other things that we should note here for today, in your opinion, Ted, before we get going for this derby in the next few minutes?
Yeah, cooler conditions. Ball doesn't normally fly. You've got a wind that's kind of cutting across to the right side, again favoring the left-handed hitters. It may not be dead straight out to right field, but it is cutting across and at least helping the left-handed hitters to that side. We'll see how as the sun sets. We don't have a lot of play here. They are throwing from a short distance, not fully throwing from the mound or anything. They are throwing from about 40 feet. There's not a lot of shadow play here, so vision should be good. The hitter's eye is pretty good here at Lacoste Park. It's a lot of dense trees out in the forest area of the park, and not ideal conditions for the ball flight tonight, but probably good enough for the players we're going to see try to get a few out of the park.
So the preparations are, I think, almost complete here. All the batters currently scattered about, the ball scattered about as well. So we get them in position here. Just waiting for the command to be able to go for this derby here in this one.
Put a shout out to the president of the Tecumseh Minor Baseball Association, Mr. Brendan Lane. He has organized many of the youth that are dotting our outfield here, adorned in their red and blue, baby blue colors for the Tecumseh Minor Baseball, the Rangers. And looks like they'll have a lot of fun.
Yeah, they're having a lot of fun out there, it looks like, to say the least. Let's take a commercial break. We can come back. The start of the Derby. You're watching the Home Run Derby for Baseball Canada Men's National Championship action from Tecumseh.
Like our champions, we know what it takes to win. Every day we put on our uniforms and we strive to be the best. Ring after ring, we keep practicing until it becomes second nature. Our craftsmen have put in thousands of hours to master their trade. And when things get tough, we make the adjustments needed to stay on top. Barron Championship Rings. This is who we are.
A look at some of the young fans once again preparing for the Home Run Derby. The Derby still getting prepared to go for tonight's action from Tecumseh. Brisk conditions getting ever cooler before the start of this Derby. as teams are scattered all across the ballpark. This ballpark absolutely packed with fans and teams. Let's take a look at the weather conditions. As talked about, it's cool. Gusts as high as 20 kilometers an hour, with the wind currently about 13, though it may go higher towards the right field fence. Feels like 23 degrees Celsius currently. Still preparing for the action here, Ted. The Derby just about ready. So it looks like they are just about ready to go here finally. Again, it will be Alberta, BC, Saskatchewan, Ontario, Tecumseh, Quebec, New Brunswick, PEI, then Nova Scotia, Manitoba, Newfoundland, Labrador, based on the order. Those taking part in this Derby. Now, for those curious about the Home Run Derby Championship team battle, Team West is BC, Alberta, Saskatchewan, Manitoba, and host Ontario. Team East, Ontario 2, which is Newmarket in this case, Quebec, New Brunswick, PEI, Nova Scotia. And you can tell this atmosphere is pretty excited and electric with this new ballpark, the first major event here at the ballpark. This has been something years in the making, Ted.
Yeah, it's an outstanding job by and some foresight by the community here, and obviously the town of Tecumseh to make this happen. The leadership of Mayor McNamara to kind of set this aside, do all the work behind the scenes to ensure that there's a consensus to kind of make $5 million investment is an amazing thing, and I think the jewel of our town here in Tecumseh. A little bit biased. Grew up in this town and grew up at this park and enjoy every minute of my time here as a youth, but at the same time, I think this is going to allow for the generations moving forward to enjoy it for many years.
And still a lot of discussions in terms of our preparations going on here.
It's got to be because the pitchers just don't have their arms warm. There can't be a lot of great volunteers to see if they can be taken deep. I mean, if it's a batting practice arm is fun. I imagine each of these players have a contingent that are going to be able to help them, to help with batting practice at their home clubs. And I hope it's not a case of rock, paper, scissors, or heads or tails to see who's going to go out and get hurt, basically. But it's a good thing if you can provide the lift to a home run hitter tonight.
Right now, just conversing some of the officials here right now over things. Jimmy Kell to the left, Bill Chapman to the right, all of those in the huddle. Looking for a sign of us ready to go here. A reminder of the schedules coming up tomorrow. Ontario, Nova Scotia, Saskatchewan, Manitoba start things off 10 and 1. The Nova Scotia, Alberta, 4 o'clock. The BC and Tecumseh representatives close out the day. Then on Friday, Ontario, Manitoba, Newfoundland, Labrador, Tecumseh. Then you have Saskatchewan, Ontario, Tecumseh, and Quebec, a double day for Tecumseh. Then on Saturday, this is look layout: Newfoundland, Labrador, BC, Tecumseh, New Brunswick, Alberta, Saskatchewan, and then battle for seeding starts with the 7 p.m. matchup. All that's to lead up to Sunday. 9 o'clock and 12 o'clock for the semifinals. Bronze medal at 4, gold medal at 7. Now all be a part of the action. You can catch it all on wheatdigital.ca. And it looks like some more of the players making their way out for the discussions to talk things over here and converse and confirm things before we get ready to go here.
It's like the Quebec entry, Moise Perez there.
Hey, fans, don't forget we got a 50-50 draw happening all weekend. So you can go home with some pretty good pocket change and help out with the Kentucky Thunder baseball game as well. Tickets are going to be on
Yeah,
sale
right
all
now,
weekend,
these
and
players getting
on the
positioned.
end of the championship. You do not, I repeat, you do not have to be present to win.
Still on the waiting mat for this one. It should be an exciting derby once we get going, though. That's the thing. It's just a matter of
All right,
getting things going. It looks like
you guys ready to get this party started?
we're ready to get the party started.
I thought I heard something, but I really wasn't sure. We're going to try that once again. All right. Are you
Looks like
ready
the
to get
fans
this party
getting
started?
introduced to the start of the derby field side. Right now, it looks like we're just about ready to get this derby underway, Ted.
Yeah, I think the anticipation's built quite enough here at this point, and I think everyone's eager to see the start, see how this will get going.
Team Alberta, Greg Wallace.
Looks like the fleur-de-lis is making an appearance down there on the third base dugout for the Quebec
You
entry.
got 2 minutes to hit as many dingers as you think you can knock out of this park. Here he comes. The Master Blaster. Well, I guess Greg Wallace couldn't handle it. Kurt Watts is going to do it instead.
Looks like one of the 18U catchers, Keaton Ruddle, is going to be doing some of the catching here for the Derby.
Kurt,
He's been good about
what's the prediction?
putting his time forward and helping the
How many
organization
dingers
in
have
any
you
way he
seen? What do you
can.
think? He's thinking. 4, he says.
Yeah, looks like we're ready to go. So our first players are starting to make their way to the box. It's time for a home run derby. It starts with Sherwood Park Athletics player Greg Wallace. He set the batting average record for his franchise back in the 2010s. Underway on the clock.
Give him something to hit. Oh.
You can see how fast the pitches need to be for the clock. High contact,
That's a catchable.
pop fly,
Midfield.
midfield.
That's a ride.
Still looking to try and get his first over the fence here as it's getting just shy of the warning track to start, Ted.
Yeah, he's getting a little underneath it, it looks, at this point. And again, that's part of the issue with this contest, is that you have to kind of try and create trajectory. Even though you hit it hard, you got to lift the ball at the same time. And so that's not what you always do when you're in the batter's box during a regular game. But I think the pitcher was getting warm at the start, and now I think he's getting a little closer to the spot where he needs it.
Wallace,
shot
high
there.
contact down the right field line.
Curry's got 1, 3 more to go. Well,
Still lots more to swing for.
down the line.
Down the line play right now. That seems to be the best shot to be able to hit it out of the ballpark.
Come on, fans, make some noise for Curran here.
Good shot
Or
there.
down the line. Is that going to stay fair? Believe it did not.
Wind will help it.
1 second.
Wind will help it move it foul, but we'll see how he can. If he's going to get pitched inside, that's where he's only going to be able to go.
Oh, that was off the handle.
Anything away is going to hurt him, though.
Heads up.
A lot of pop flies being hit for this round.
Line
That
shot.
time a line drive into the sea of children.
He's got 1 in the bag. Popped up.
He's starting to tire a little bit now, you can tell, deep in the round. Might see them just take pitches, even though they might be good. But that's a good shot there, but has a little topspin to it. Warning track again.
4, 3.
Down to 3, down to 2, down to 1.
2 minutes.
And this derby for the first hitter comes to a close. Not the greatest of rounds to start.
How many times in 2 minutes before?
Definitely a good athlete. 34 years old, though, and
How do you feel?
at 6'2", 215. Still had to put a lot of effort into kind of getting through that round. Not an easy thing. You are carrying a wood stick at the end of the day, so if it was a BB core or an aluminum as they had in the old days, it would be a little bit easier, but it's a difficult task for sure. I think he got credit for the 1 over the fence, correct?
I believe it was close. I believe so. It's tough with the light angle, but Grant Malm is now up from Douglas College in his past.
Two fair balls with nothing in the air.
It's a decent shot there.
This one has a chance. Watched, gone.
You got the first one.
And our first one for Grant.
So 2 number 10s to start off the Derby. Another good shot there. May have got underneath it a bit, but that did work out well. That's the second one there. That's a good shot. Nice compact swing here.
This one is gone, a second. Seems to have that power to go about 350, 360 to right field and more.
That should if it stays fair.
This one sails foul.
Says no, sir.
And you mentioned that
Good hit
short
there.
porch. Back it goes again.
That goes.
Oh, that's 5. Section 4.
That's 4 so far for him per the count.
Good job by the pitcher, actually. Quick to the spot, and he's hitting the spot. Grant's no stranger to the long ball. He hit a 3-run homer in the national championship game in 2018 for Coquitlam to propel his team to the championship.
That one's got a chance. That one's got a chance. That one's gone.
Sails away, gone. 5 home runs for Grant
The
Malm.
glove stayed inside.
Like the way he holds himself in the box there. He doesn't need a big swing.
10 seconds.
Quick to the ball and compact, and that does the work.
5 seconds.
Down the line, that one just shy. 6 is the count.
go.
Can he make it 7 on the last swing?
Go.
Goodbye. 7.
Good round.
Those boys from BC.
That number probably will stand up
He got 7.
to get him through the next round. I can't see why it wouldn't.
Mark Knight standing side by side.
7, your lucky number? You think it'll hold up? I don't know. We're going to find out. All right, good. Well done, sir. All right.
And straight to the point, quite simple, focused on the hits. Next up,
Good job, guys.
it's going to be your defending home run derby champion, Griffin Keller.
You may remember Griffin Keller from last year.
You talked about him earlier as one of those you put a star next to.
He was the home
Saskatchewan-based hitter.
derby champion.
Going to be somebody to watch for this derby. Can he try and go back-to-back?
He looks bigger than a 6'1", 180 as he's listed. Ooh. A little flip play from the thrower here.
That's okay.
Starts a little bit underneath. Oh, and that one's a rocket down the line. It's gone all the way to the swimming pool.
This guy.
He's absolutely got power to right field here with this ballpark.
He likes that 320 line. "30 seconds in, he's
Continue
got 2.
on with this derby.
Griffin Keller from
Happy to have you with us here on We Digital for coverage of the Home Run Derby.
Prior to being at Georgia Gwinnett, he was also at Northern Oklahoma College, as well as Rogers State University in Oklahoma.
One's inside.
Hit a few stops down south. Native to Pilot Butte, Saskatchewan.
Watch those Rollins baseballs get out of the park. Oh boy, that was a beauty.
Interesting toss from the pitcher here. Straight over the top. More of a wrist flip than it is a anything else. But you know what? The hitter's doing the work as long as he hits the spot. Ooh, one for the
Well, he
the
hit it
batter's
to
box.
himself.
Catcher as well.
That's a first. Pop fly to yourself at the plate. High
That
shot.
was off
Off
the
the-
handle. It's got a chance.
Off the
tight.
handle, has a chance.
That's hit well.
That was not inside. That was by a fan from Ypsilanti caught that one.
So far, he has been swinging a ton.
Tiring a little bit, I think.
Still has some time left to work with here.
5 seconds. That one's got a chance.
This one's got a chance again.
Another shot right
And
there.
it's
to follow
gone.
up 2 in a row.
Oh, there's 2 more.
That's on the off the peel.
7.
7 is the count they give him.
So Griffin Keller. That first pitch was pretty slim, but you managed to tag him down the right field line quite a bit. How do you feel?
Oh, better than that first swing, I guess, right now. 7. Yeah, no, I think it's a good number.
All right, very good. All right.
How
Up.
do you feel? All right,
So that brings up Newmarket Hawks player Dan Telfer. He's been with the program for a while.
316 over his career.
316 hitter at one point when he played with South Dakota State University. He also had a 6 home run season, hitting 416 his senior season with the Jackrabbits. Helped the Hawks capture the 2024 Ontario Eliminations Tournament title.
Yeah, 34-year-old. He's well-traveled here in terms of senior ball, and a lot of pressure on that pitcher. You know, the bright lights are shining here for sure. It's not just having batting practice at the park with no one watching.
High drive, foul, down the right field pole. So far,
Taking a bit of a breather there, letting the pitcher collect himself.
a lot of foul balls to start things off for his count. This time he gets underneath it.
Definitely firing quick to try and turn on the ball, and obviously you can kind of get into a bad habit there, and you don't stay true to your swing. But at the same time, this is not an easy thing to lift the ball 340 feet.
Thanks, Griffin.
Taking a break.
So far, none have gone over the fence fair for him. A lot of line drives with a minute to go.
Decent shot there.
This one's got a shot.
Not quite.
Still looking for the first one.
This one high drive, right field, short at the warning track.
Finger stuff, okay?
Telford just can't get it over the fence.
Fastballs right down the middle. Like that, yeah, look at it. Going for straightaway
A
center
lot
field.
of high drives, but none over the wall. This one does get over. First one powered over here.
15 seconds.
15 seconds on the clock.
Five.
And this one down the line
Oh,
in
yeah,
foul territory. Just one.
For Dan Telford.
Just one for Telford.
So we got 2 batters with 1, 2 batters with 7.
Looks like the Ruddle boys are sharing the catching duties here.
To a name that some of you might know. Roberto Duncan.
Felt bad for Dan on that last round. Obviously, his pitcher was a little bit snake bit, which makes it a little bit tough early in there to make it work. Now we have a tremendous duo coming up.
What's the prediction?
The hometown
Somewhere
favorite.
between 1 and 7.
Pitching will be Kevin Paradise, who, if you're not familiar, is quite the accomplished baseball player in his own right. Experienced at the national championship level many times over. He's going to be throwing his best and just came off hip replacement surgery, as I recall. So he has the incentive. We'll see what Roberto can do. Definitely got the pearls going. Fresh baseballs, I think.
A
baby.
Oh, this one hit out to left field. Doesn't get out there. It goes to the Sea of Children.
So Roberto, being with Tecumseh Thunder, is also the head coach of the St. Clair College baseball team. A native of Panama City, and was a Boston affiliate in the Dominican Summer League, and as well as a year of professional baseball in Panama. Helped St. Clair to a couple championships as a player. And also played a little summer collegiate ball. There's a deep fly going to the line. This has a chance. Oh, if it stays fair, I don't think it didn't.
Marked outside the foul pole that time for Roberto Duncan.
Off the handle, good hit.
His best hit yet as he is taking his time a bit here.
Pitcher Kevin brushing him back a bit. That's good. Need a little fear.
9-iron shot.
It's a decent shot here. Just a deep fly.
That was fun.
He's able to hit it about 300.
30 seconds.
Nothing over the fence yet. This might have a shot.
That's a ball off the pole. That should be a home run. That's off the light standard, about 12 feet up.
We'll see if that ends up going to the tally. Should.
Easy fastballs. That's the plan. Easy fastballs. Don't look at the catcher for signs. Just throw easy fastballs.
Duncan yet again to left field.
5 seconds.
Has 5
One
seconds
more,
left.
One more. Get it in there. Get it in there.
One
There
more.
we go. You got a chance?
Tougher ask for the right-handers tonight when blowing in from the left.
All right.
Deeper
Roberto.
dimensions in left field.
He gets one.
No fault to the pitching there for sure, but that's just a tough ask tonight.
So far, we've had a balance of 7-1 as the tallies.
Le prochain frappeur de l'équipe Québec, il a gagné le frappeur du tournoi en 2023 et a retourné cette année. Moises Perez.
Moises Perez coming up to the plate. He was the batter of the 2023 tournament. He's had experience playing at the Quebec Junior Elite level.
This is smart.
Smart move.
Quebec pitcher saying, let me get a couple of warm tosses there. I got to find my
Quebec,
level.
we're going to need to hear you guys, okay? And here we go.
Perez up to start.
Good start right in the left field. Winds a little more died down, more chances to get those things out the vertical toss park.
Native of El Carmen, Venezuela.
Opposite field.
6 years as a
Right to
Dodger
the wall.
affiliate programs. Played as high as single A at several stops. I believe Portland was one of them.
Opposite field again.
Right now, he is currently waiting for his groove.
Well put together, strong frame. Strong legs too.
Legs going that way.
It's
There's one the left
not too
field.
far under
It's
that
up
one. It's
there.
a decent shot, but it looks like just a fly for the kids.
Right now, staying inside the ballpark, try to sky one up down the left field line. Back, back, warning track.
Warning track.
That's into the food truck area.
1 minute down, 1 minute to go, still some time.
Remember, doesn't have to wait till the ball lands. They are currently in rapid fashion. A pitch every about 3 to 5 seconds here. This one goes the opposite way.
That was spreading the ball around.
This is where the conditioning will come into play here. See, he's taking a little bit extra time trying to get set in the box. Tend to roll over on him a little bit quicker at that point. He seems to be doing one of two things, lifting it high or top spinning it, and those two are difficult to get the ball over the fence.
Got some good velocity off the bat. Just can't get the right launch angle.
It's hit well. See if it has the distance. Warning track. Was the top hitter at the 2023 National Championship. So obviously he can hit for power and average. Hit well again. Warning track.
And so, Perez can't get one over there.
On deck, Duncan Pickett. Team New Brunswick.
Next on the deck,
PEI, bats left.
New Brunswick PEI's Duncan Pickett. Take a look at Little River Park. That's at the edge of Tecumseh here. Beautiful scenery once again at this park. Houses right up on the edge too. A lot of parks land here in Tecumseh to be able to walk around just in the shadows of Detroit.
What do you think? 1, 2, 7,
Great place
9.
to grow up as a youth, that's for sure.
At least one, he
So
said.
this is an interesting entry here. This is great to see. We have another Canadian college participant. He's at Holland College, which is a part of the Atlantic Collegiate Baseball Association. But before that, had a stop at Marshalltown Community College, which is in Iowa. Did register 4 home runs at that level when he was stateside. Left-hand stick should help him here. And he is young at 21.
Off the handle, down the middle. Off the plate, nothing to hit.
And a lot of movement when it comes to his swing. Pretty quick flick here.
We go, Jim, you're going to get it.
Definitely the quick hands will help him. We'll see if he can get into a power spot.
Little 8-iron
More
shot
of a gapper there.
Jim, you need eyes in the back of your head, sir.
Right now, currently keeping it in the field.
There's a
A little
swing.
topspin there, and it won't help the situation.
Shager's trying to get a goal on it.
A lot of base hit sort of smacks so far as that one goes underneath.
A lot of hang time there.
Yeah, hitting for average in the home run derby contest, probably not the best, but he is giving it an effort. It's not an easy thing to do.
We was heard calling you Danny McLean or Mickey Lolich or somebody better.
So
I
far,
don't
the
know.
farthest is middle of center field. Still lofting it to what would be into doubles alley almost. If this was the ball game.
Up over the netting, off the roof and over the back. That one just
Still
went off the roof
looking
of a brand
for
new
one to
Mercedes.
pop over here.
That brand new
There
Mercedes
is
belonged to
a bit of a
Netting there,
log jam
I'm
of those with one, by the way.
Oh, deep one there, definitely.
He finds one. 20
One
seconds
gone to
go.
the swimming pool. He joins the club.
Another good shot here. Similar location.
Number 2 it is.
Yeah, got 2 on the board. That's good for him.
That's going to probably put him in position to be in the conversation to move on right now.
Quickly pitch, one more.
Can he stay in that conversation? Or get himself some insurance? No, he's out of time.
Interesting. Had a decent rhythm there, about 3 or 4 pitches in a row where he got good contact, got the knee to the barrel on the ball.
New Brunswick PEI.
But it did take him close to a minute and a half to get to that point. Again, pitcher and batter got to work together. It's not an easy thing. I keep stressing that. A home run is almost an unnatural thing and almost a mistake in some regards because of the direction you're trying to hit the ball. You're taught to hit the ball on a line normally.
But this guy doesn't look anything like Mark Figures. He wants a couple of
Pitcher
warm-ups.
smartly, taking some opportunity to get warmed up.
So
This
Brett,
brings up Brent
he's got the official
McMillan.
pass. He's got
His
the
first
official
tournament
pass.
appearance, he was actually a pickup from the Sydney Sooners.
Down the back.
He also was a part of the under-17 national championship team back in 2019 for Nova Scotia.
Put spin on it. Oh!
He's one of the top hitters for Sydney. They were very happy to see 4 of their players picked up by the Dartmouth Drive for this tournament.
That's caught. Throw off the handle. Wind's coming in.
Strong frame here.
Causing the curl.
Kind of steps into the ball. He starts open with his stance and works that front foot, closing himself off, which could probably help him stay disciplined at the plate with live pitching. But
There we go.
he may need to open it up a bit. Again, tough to stray from where you're taught and what you want to stay true to this weekend as a continuous hitter in your lineup. But at the same time, he's got a big frame. He's got to find a way to get the rhythm there where you can find the pitch and get the barrel on it.
1 minute gone, 1 minute to go.
1 minute already off the clock. McMillan still trying to heat up. Starting to get some to the outfield. Needs a lot more oomph
Down either line, that would have been one. 45.
Just can't get the power down.
Little sidearm flip from the
No
pitcher.
knuckleballs. No knuckleballs. Just easy fastballs.
Always good to see the old English D being used.
Oh, off the wall.
A few Tiger fans in the crowd, I'm sure, here across the border from Detroit.
Heads up.
Got a bit of a tail shot on that, and I've seen that kind of a few times here.
15 seconds.
Still getting it into center field, but not much further than center
And
field.
again, deepest part of the ballpark. There's a shot.
This might join the log jam. Up,
See if
gone.
you can bring that in. No, couldn't follow it up.
2 minutes. There we go.
2 minutes.
All right, so Brett McMullen managed to find one.
1 is the count for McMullen. And it gets ever more interesting here. Ty Paddock is next up.
Ty Paddock.
Those right backs left. He's been with the Oak River Dodgers since 15 years old. A long time with the organization.
Did
Got
find
some pop based on his play in Manitoba.
Definitely, he's got 26 home runs over 9 years of play with the Oak River
He
Dodgers.
says no. Ready to go.
6-foot frame, 30 years old.
Hey, pitcher, throw some
Sends a
nice
signal to his
pitch.
pitcher right away. Put it in the right spot.
Heads up. Off the netting. Good jam.
Right now showing some solid contact, but needs more than solid in this competition. A lot of center field swings.
And you notice Ty Paddock, he's from like 19.
Seems to be good at hitting opposite field, if anything, for contact.
He has a quick top hand release. I don't think it's hurting him because that's the way he probably does business, but at the same time, there's always that urge to take your hand off too early and then you lose some power, you sacrifice some power. But
George Brett. Great one. Here we go. Jose Canseco.
Yet to get one out of the ballpark here as we approach a minute to go.
Joey Ohtani.
So far able to get a lot to the outfield at the bright side.
Inside the
decent
Parker,
contact
just over
there,
a minute, 1
but
minute to
not
go.
quite the trajectory.
Lead of the bat. Lead of the bat. There's a
Oh, that one's got some move to it. Does it get far enough? No. Caught. 345.
40 seconds.
40 seconds is the call out. Still yet to get one over the fence.
Lefty at the plate, righty on the mound.
Lefty versus righty, mind you, is the matchup here
Always
for
the pitcher.
this.
It's never the batter's fault, never. Not in the home run derby. Oh,
Oh, that one's got some power. To right center.
Warning track.
Just can't get it.
Can it stay fair? It can't.
Getting close on a lot of these hits. Just can't get it over.
Now he's going to lay one down.
He didn't even try on the last
Well,
swing.
you could tell he was gassed. I mean, there's a lot of exertion that's happening over 2 minutes of time, and by the end, didn't quite have the rhythm or the stamina to stay with it.
All right.
That brings up one more hitter
All the way from the Rock. Redmond Hunt
from Newfoundland. It is Redmond Hunt. A two-sport athlete, in fact. He also, on top of playing baseball, has experience in the senior hockey league in the province. He's part of the Capitals looking for some good pop here.
Getting back to the game, he's working with a baseball academy, which is great. He's actually finishing up his physical education degree at Memorial University, which is great. He's been with the St. John's Capitals for a number of years, starting at 19. A 27-year-old catcher, third baseman.
And still waiting for a pitch he likes to see here. just waiting and seeing if anything comes across the plate. Everything's going off. This time hits it to center field. He's being very selective on his choices here on what he actually swings at.
Just a bit outside.
That one to the screen. This one popped up. It's one to the ground. Still to the back screen.
Not a lot of margin for error with the type of swing that he has. Lots of turn, but a little bit rigid and not as fluid as you see with some of the other hitters. That's a decent shot.
Down to right field. And it's caught on the warning track.
45 seconds.
45 seconds left is the indicator. And a lot of pop-ups here. Hence the scattering of baseballs here.
Not quite. He's got an abbreviated follow through too. I don't know if he's rushing it to get back in position for the next ball or that's just his natural cut. But again, you may sacrifice if you're bringing the bat back. Without that exaggerated follow through, sometimes it can be a problem. Decent shot here.
5 seconds. One more pitch.
On that one, off the wall.
Halfway up the fence, unfortunate.
Quickly. There we go.
And that's it.
He's well put together for sure. I'm sure he'll be a force this weekend, but and he goes out and thanks his pitcher. Good for him.
All right.
So we have a few ties here.
Definitely have 2 runaway 7s.
Okay, well, you know what that is. You come in.
And all ties are through, which means this is going to extend the second round for sure.
It's getting very dark out.
Lights are on.
Pretty soon it's going to get fully dark here for the Canadian Men's Senior Baseball Championship action here.
Night air will make it a little bit tougher to lift the ball out, but I don't think the participants are going to shy away from the opportunity.
And we'll see how they break this down because normally, again, part of the rules, if there's a tie, all advance to the next round. But here's the deal. We have a, I believe, 4-way tie for 4th or even for 3rd. So you're talking about just 3 eliminations per the count. And it looks like they're just confirming everything here. So 7 for Malm, 7 for Keller, 1 for Wallace, 1 for Telford, 1 for Duncan, 1 for Pickett, 1 for McMullen, and the rest all got zeros. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll sort this out. You're watching We Digital.
Every child should learn how to swim, for health, for safety, and for fun. That's why we've started Canada's Swim Team. Learn to swim at least 25 meters on your own, and you're on the team. Canada's Swim Team. It's that easy. Help make us the world's largest swim team by adding your name at getswimming.ca. Ask your parents first. Swimming, the only sport that can save your life.
Welcome back, everyone. They have amended things here. Here's the situation. They've credited apparently 8 with hits over the wall. So at least 1 home run is not to be accounted for. But it is going to be, out of those, a hit off. 1 minute. 1 minute hit off to determine who actually advances and have so many move on. We start
That
now
got out. That's one.
for Greg Wallace.
I think he might have the quickest bat in the group of hitters. His hip turn and hands are moving very quick, so he's generating a lot of bat speed. And so it's now just about, can he find a rhythm with the ball on the barrel?
And right now, just remaining patient to try and add to that one.
Tony Gwynn's at the left.
Does it again.
At the plate.
Pitcher kind of losing it away a bit there. With a minute, even more pressure on the pitchers for sure here.
One off the roof, one to right center field, and that's it.
It's in a minute though. It'd be surprising here if a single home run actually doesn't help get you through. It's interesting because now you're a little bit more tired, a little bit heavier air with the evening. So we'll see how it holds up. Just with one in a minute, both the pitcher and the batter have a lot of work to do in a short amount of time.
Next up, Dan Telford.
Keswick, Ontario.
The breeze is picking up, makes it a little harder. These guys are a little more
So
tired.
far, we've seen one for his count from the last grouping.
It is interesting to see the different approaches, not just by the hitters, but by the pitchers. This gentleman throwing he actually tucks that ball behind his head, hides the ball. And again, if you're a pitcher and you can hide the ball from the batter, you're making it tougher on them. And it's an interesting thing is you're only coming from about 40 feet, so.
Right now, a lot of them to right center field yet again, but not over the fence. That actually bounced off the back of a coach. This one down the right field line.
Gonna get out of play.
Curves.
One more.
Goes to a knee,
Runs out of time.
Reggie Jackson style.
All right, Dan Telford,
He goes
will get in.
0 on his extra minute. So Roberto's going to get an opportunity to redeem himself in the second round for a minute. And as the outfield shifts, you go from the left-handed hitting to right field, and you have the right-handed hitter now hitting the left field. And so all the youth of Tecumseh, adorned in their different colors of red and blue, are in a dead sprint to left field line, which is great.
Started off speed and missing. And Roberto Duncan trying to add more than just the one.
He is one of the bigger entries in this competition at 6'3", 225. It's hit well, but going to get foul.
To the food trucks, in fact.
Got underneath that one.
Off the handle straight away. Seconds.
KP working on the inside edge. That's in a good spot. Let's see if it has the legs.
Well, that
Look
one
out,
might
scoreboard.
have-
Off the scoreboard. He'll get that one.
Trying to blister his way through it.
It's hit well, but again, going to get foul. Heads up, kids.
One more.
More, and it wasn't in a good location. So Roberto Duncan adds another one to his talent.
One here in the second round.
One in the round.
We have PEI's Duncan Pickett, again representing New Brunswick. Kensington is his hometown. One of the younger entries at 21. And as we see the left-hander come up, we'll see the youth of Tecumseh shift to right field.
And we're ready.
Ready to go. And underway. McMullen.
Trying to help him inside. I think with his swing pattern, the way he goes and closes himself off, that's a decent shot, though.
That one's hit well.
Hit well, but
Warning
hit
track.
short. Still looking for power here.
Up on these rolling baseballs. Trying to find a new
A lot of
home
baseballs
for
going
the
ground and fly out here. This
Well,
one flies.
Stay fair. If it stays fair,
Don't know if it stayed fair there. That curved a little bit too much on that one.
yeah.
10 seconds.
10 seconds.
Left.
Can he dig deep?
One
There,
more.
decent shot. Got under it a bit though.
Does it? Does it? Does it? Does it?
Not
No,
quite.
sir.
See, it's again those single shots.
Was unable
We'll
to
see what
answer
our last entry here
from Manitoba, Ty Paddock.
Nova Scotia can do. He had the one coming in out of the first round. If he's not able to get one out, we'll have the two move forward that had a single home run in this last round, but we'll see.
So the last in those with the unaccounted was Ty Paddock.
Oh, my mistake. Thanks for the correction there, Justin.
We're set to
Ty
go.
Paddock.
First pitch. Popped up.
And Ty Paddock, solid swing to right. Sea of Children. All
That has a chance.
this one has a great chance, in fact, and it's gone.
Yeah. So we have three guys with one. Now, see if he can separate himself again. Otherwise, we would possibly have another swing off.
Not quite sure how that will go here. We still have 2 on 7.
Yeah, they're waiting.
Yeah, 2 on 7 I'm not concerned about.
No.
Full foul. 15 seconds.
15 seconds left.
3:45. Too far
Oh,
away.
comebacker.
Off the screen.
Hit him again. As you see all the children still scatter.
Last pitch.
Oh,
So he managed to
Another
pull
one.
so we'll see. 3 ones out of that round. Or do we have 4 ones?
Yeah. This is going to be difficult now.
Yes, we'll see how the organizers play this.
And
So of those 5,
the officials looking things over here.
Curran Watts advances with Alberta.
Of those,
Alberta Duncan from the Tecumseh Thunder.
Wallace,
And Ty
Duncan,
Paddock from Manitoba.
and Ty Paddock all advance.
And then a 2 that led the pack in the first round from BC, Grant Holm, from Saskatchewan, Griffin Keller.
And from New Brunswick PEI, Duncan Pickets.
That's going to join Malm Keller
Left in
and
this
Pickett,
home run derby.
who also will advance to what is going to be now round number 2 per the scoring.
BC.
Looks like we're ready to go to the top of the card again. 5 move on to round officially.
Is in the top 2
And
of
Grant
the
Mel
final.
now comes up.
BC,
Top
Grant
2
Holm.
go to the final.
Seven Dingers, his first trip to the plate.
And immediately starts off with a boom.
That clears.
All right. Gone in this group.
Great view from the camera angle here behind the pitcher.
Protect the camera at all costs. Over the bag, on the grass.
Still looking for more than one. Skied up and fouled into the Sea of Children.
We know he's capable. He had 7 in that first round with 2 minutes.
Warning track.
Still
Straight to the fence.
not able to get it over the fence a second time yet
That's a
here.
good shot right there.
Down, baby.
This
Not up
one
there. That's a
does.
second.
Last pitch.
Last one.
Strong shot here. That could be his third.
3.
Oh! He finds 3 in that round.
3 this round. Bit more of a slower performance compared to the first round, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. But at the same time, they're doing a good job based on the ask here.
So that brings next up Griffin Keller.
Again, had a 7 in the first round. Pitcher taking a few. That's hit well.
Really good swing to start off.
Did not fool around, and number 2 is going to go too, I think. So he's got 2 right off the hop.
Keller's got some phenomenal pop on his bat.
That could go too.
Make it 3.
Kids are looking up. They don't have a shot at it. That's 3 in the books. That's hit well underneath it a bit, though.
Seconds.
30 seconds.
That could be trouble. Trouble for the pool.
I think the pool can take it. 4.
Yeah. Rolled over on that one out on the outside part.
And turns on another one.
Deep fly.
Last pitch.
Last one.
There we go.
Doesn't go over.
So a 4 on that one.
Yes.
So Griffin Keller finds
3 for Malm, 4 for Keller.
I think we've got a separation of 2 definite hitters in this competition that can get it done. The rest of them are working pretty hard for that one shot over the fence, but these gentlemen seem to string a few together. So Grant Malm and Griffin Keller have definitely got themselves in a different category.
Next up, Duncan Pickett. Pickett had 2 in the last round.
Over the plate. In the batter's box. There we go.
Starts one off. Mid. Still looking for that big pop that we've seen a couple times over last round. This one down the line, foul.
Not much you can do with that, down and in.
30 seconds.
30 seconds. And that, I think, nearly hit him.
Duncan's not that tall.
Just can't get it.
That's it. Just
Oh, this one, a little bit better contact, but foul.
5 seconds. One more. One more.
One more ball.
No.
And that's a 0.
So Duncan found 0 there in the 3rd round. So let's move back to Alberta. And
Goes back to Alberta. Greg Wallace is next.
Here's a pitch batter for Greg Wallace. Did well in the 1st round.
Wallace has hit a home run per round so far.
And don't forget, cool breeze is coming in. That means
Again, I think the quickest hands in the group.
And away we go. We're 1 minute.
Quick fire hips.
First pitch.
Does he have the power?
Opposite field. He thought about that
This
one.
pitcher is going fast as well.
Into the dugout it goes.
This one hard crushed. Right field.
Definitely gone.
Gone. Some decent chop.
30 seconds.
30 seconds left. Needs to add to the 1.
Good contact. A little under it, though.
Just can't get it yet. Yeah, the pitch is not there.
Yeah, pitch is working in and out.
10 seconds. Had to reach it, that one. One more. And a lot of them going way outside the zone for the end of the count.
Tough luck.
One for Wallace.
Tecumseh Thunder. Roberto Duncan.
Let's see what Roberto can do again.
Roberto Duncan now up to the plate.
Well, from what I've seen, he likes to hit it towards the scoreboard. So he's 2 home runs. One's been off the scoreboard, and one's been off the light stand or just left of the scoreboard. If he goes to the line, it's not in a good spot for him. As you can see there, he goes to the line, he hooks it. Great if you're running, but not if you're trying to get over the fence. And then if he gets it, anything working towards the gap in left center, he's probably in trouble again. So he's got to get in a position to handle it.
Right now, not getting in position to handle it right now. A lot of fly balls, but he needs to get to at least 3 to have a shot.
Not bad. He's trying to get line there. That'll go. And actually departed from his habit here of where he needs to get it. Another one curling towards the line.
And that was just off the wall.
This is the one.
He's swinging.
That's just to the right of the scoreboard, I think. So that's, I think he's got 2 on the board here, which is a good performance. He might get him through.
One more.
Last one. And doesn't go.
Not quite. Nice effort.
2 for Roberto Duncan this round.
So we still have a 4 and a 3 on the books, right?
Manitoba. Ty Paddock.
Now up to the plate. From Manitoba, Ty Paddock. And Paddock close out the round here. Target he needs to get to 3 if he wants the chance to tie to get to the
Fans, let's make some noise.
That would be the score.
Ty Paddock is in the batter's box.
There's that top hand release swing that he's got. It is a smooth swing. I like it though. That's a good shot. Off the fence, off the tall fence, halfway up the tall fence. I think it's a 16-foot fence.
Still needs a lot more pop to get over. This might have a lot of pop.
Got a chance. That one cleared it.
First one down for him.
20 seconds to go.
And that one nearly had a chance.
Oh, he switched to the right side.
Oh, that's an interesting switch. Mid-point, switching sides.
Well, he's definitely fooled the defense. The kids are all on the right side. A couple of stragglers in left are thinking, hey, the scouting report didn't work. Big front foot kick there on that one. Actually, the swing wasn't too bad from the right side at all.
Got one, though, from the upper side of the plate.
Yeah.
So,
I think he knew his days were numbered, so he had some fun there. Good for him. He come all the way from Manitoba. Oak River, Manitoba.
this
Okay,
ballpark getting in full darkness.
Saskatchewan.
It's going to come down to a couple more.
So it looks like Roberto got through with 2.
That's interesting. Originally, they had indicated 2 to advance. So Grant Mount,
All right,
Griffin Keller, Roberto Duncan.
British Columbia.
This
Grand Mall.
is going to be for it, for the turning, for the home run derby. Grant Malm so far has shown some great power. 7 in the first round, 3 in the second.
All right, it's been decided. 1 minute.
1 minute is the decision they've just made on the field.
Whoa.
And right to it.
2 shots in a row.
1 over, 2 over,
3.
3.
Well, he can't hit everyone out. Come on now.
Tremendous.
Absolutely tremendous start. And after the sizzling start, having to change the location up a bit.
That's it well, but warning track. That could go. No, curled foul. This one's hit well.
Fingers, that was good.
And
2 in a row. That one's gonna get underneath with the
20
first one.
seconds, sorry.
20 seconds left. 30 rather.
I think it counts at 4.
10 seconds.
10 seconds.
Off the handle.
That one off the handle. This one, a little bit more to center.
1 more.
That's it.
1 more.
Well, that's gonna go too.
Yes.
Is that a 5 on the board?
How about that?
Good show.
Well, he hit 5 in that round.
5.
Red Hall. Saskatchewan.
Saskatchewan's
Keller.
Griffin Keller. Up next, 4 in the last round for Keller.
Well, he's had the most so far in this event.
This one
Low. So lift on that one. We'll see if it's deep enough. No, warning track.
It doesn't have the same
Curl foul.
stuff yet. That might go. Believe that might be gone for fair. See what the indicator is for the round.
Just arms.
Out. 30 seconds.
30 seconds. That one's out.
Nope, halfway up the fence.
One off the fence, 1 over the fence. This one might go over the fence too. Yes.
What do you got? 3 on the count?
5 seconds. 1 more.
It's time for 1 more as that one doesn't go.
So he found 3.
3 is the.
All right.
Hands, get on your feet. See, come see Thunder.
Roberto Duncan. Roberto Duncan starts things off down the left field line. Got to the warning track of the first one. One does bounce away. Roberto going to have to work fast here. If he wants a shot, he needs 5.
Might be a tall ask.
30 seconds.
He's got 30
Hit well.
seconds. That one looks good.
Scoreboard.
Scoreboard.
That's not bad.
Maybe. Maybe.
Back, maybe.
Warning track. Not quite.
10 seconds.
10 seconds
Wind
left.
is gone. 1 more.
One more pitch. This is the final one.
Good effort.
No.
Do we have a champion?
And Grant Malm will get to celebrate. The BC representative gets the most in the final round, gets the most total. He's the one who will come away as your home run derby champion.
Teams, BC, Alberta, Saskatchewan, Manitoba, and Ontario 1.
There's
So
the 3
team-
finalists.
Yes, and
4
Team
finalists.
West
We got
also
Scott
picked
Willoughby
up
from QB here.
the championship for the team side.
There you go.
We got a little bit of a presentation to make.
The game within the game.
So BC, Alberta, Saskatchewan, Manitoba, and Ontario won.
Players love some lumber as a gift too, and we've got a nice prize here with the red sticks.
Oh, there's a championship belt too, though.
Oh, of course.
So they each get to celebrate the lumber first. The lumber coming out. Give each of the batters their own piece of lumber here from Team West.
Special bat for participating here in our
Special
home run
bats for
derby today.
participating as well.
Once again, thanks to Scott Willoughby from QB.
Team West definitely accounted for themselves well.
Gotta get that bat on your shoulder. There you go.
There's a good shot. There's Scott Willoughby helping with the presentation.
Sit there, guys.
As a youth player in Riverside, we played together.
Still waiting for the belt to be awarded, but here's your schedule tomorrow. Ontario, Nova Scotia, Saskatchewan, Manitoba, Nova Scotia, Alberta, BC, Tecumseh are your games tomorrow. 10 o'clock all the way through 7 for the start
From
time.
BC, he gets the golden bat, and he gets the belt.
Here comes the championship belt for Grant Malm. He is your home run derby champion.
Shows the pipes. Yeah!
Grant Malm
Home run derby
picks
champion.
up the home run derby belt in dominating fashion this year.
15 total home runs over his 3 rounds.
Impressive.
Grant, how do you feel?
Exhausted.
So did you think you were going to be able to put that many over the fence your 3rd round? 3 in a row. Whoa! Well, that'll cool you off just a little bit. It really helped there in the last round. You put first 3 over the fence. What do you got to say about your pitching?
It's my pitcher.
It's your pitcher.
100%. I had that advantage. He's the best pitcher in that competition. He put everything in.
With that, it's time to say goodbye for the home run derby.
Which days does he get to win the
For
belt?
Ted Beal, for the rest of our crew, from Burt Lacoste Park, I'm Justin Prince saying so long. You've been watching the home run derby here on We Digital.